Good day, viewers. Welcome to PlusTvAfrica's Tea Time. My name is Prezi. Today is the last day in March, and I'm super excited to have you join us. You know, that you're actually alive to see today. So yeah, not doing the show alone. I actually have my co-hosts here present with me in the studio. They are looking so amazing. And I would like to actually say, how are you ladies doing? Omar and Deborah. Salam alaikum, actually, if I have to say that.
Malaikum salam.
So how are you guys doing?
You know me, I will not say anything. Good morning, my viewers. But please, I need you also help me ask.
What happened?
Crazy, what's going on?
It's not about today.
Okay, Alaji Mufasa Ba. Should we call you that?
Well, I mean, you know I'm always cute, so yeah, you're free to do that actually.
Okay.
But I like the way Omar is looking at me. Well, I mean, it's just one of those things you have to look
The
at.
outfit is really nice. I love it. It's cool.
Thank you.
We're in the spirit of celebrating Islam.
Ramadan, right?
Ramadan. Nice.
So how are you ladies doing
But the only
actually?
thing I know you didn't bring ram to us. You didn't bring the
No, it's outside actually. I mean, I brought one outside. But really, how are you doing today? I mean, it's the last day in March, so how are you ladies doing?
I'm fine.
And yesterday was actually Mother's Day, so I mean, you are prospective mothers. So yeah, I believe I should ask how you celebrated yesterday.
So in that regard, for you to be a mother, there has to be a father.
Don't do this right now. Come on.
Keep that greeting. But for real, happy Mothering Sundays to all mothers home and abroad. You all are of inestimable value because you bring forth life into the world, and we cannot appreciate you enough. So happy Mothering Sunday, happy Mother's Day to all mothers far and wide. We all love you.
Anyways, Omar, you want to say something?
For me, yeah, Mothering Sunday was it was mixed emotions for me.
Why?
My mom is late, and I spent it among my sisters. So it was more like we cry, we laugh, we cry, we laugh. Then, just like Deborah said, happy Mothering Sunday to every mother out there.
Well, leaving aside Mother's Day, even though we know that I can't count how many times we have Mother's Day in a year, but anyways, we need to celebrate our mothers. But today, specifically, we're celebrating Muslims who actually have finished with their fast. And you could actually join us on the Tea Time show. Do join us by giving us your opinion and also tell us what you think about the stories and, you know, some of the gist to actually give here on the show. And you can do that via our YouTube platform, PlusTvAfrica Lifestyle. But make sure you actually click on the subscribe button. And now, starting off the show officially, we'd like to actually take some of our trending videos, and we have about two just to show you. And this is the first trending video on today's show. You know, right now I'm feeling like my name is Abubakar, but yeah, I mean, this will definitely be the feeling for a lot of Muslim faithful out there, you know, celebrating fasting. Fasting is something that not everybody is even used to, you know, but having to go through that phase of fasting for a period of time, and now it's finally over. Ladies, I don't know if you have Muslim friends, first of all. I should believe you have Muslim friends, so I don't know.
For me, I have, but you see this ending when the fasting and everything.
Yeah.
I have a friend that did it for the complete days.
Wow.
Then when she finally heard that the moon is out,
Yeah.
you see the way she was like, "Oh my, the moon is out!"
I know, funny enough, Omar. This thing actually it transcends even to we as Christians as well. You know, there's this thing about when fast just ends.
Yeah.
It's as if what you've not eaten before, you want to start eating it now.
Yes,
right?
I know
The
it
excitement.
restricts them from a lot of things. It restricts them from a lot of things like partying, drinking, eating certain things. So they are always restricted. Yeah. So this time around, knowing that April is a party month, they were like, I hope this will end before this April so comes up. So it comes with a lot of excitement, and it's cool.
Yeah.
Why is I don't know why this thing now, but anyways, I understand why.
I think while everyone is celebrating the end of fast, let's all not forget the true cause for that fast. You know, staying faithful to ourselves, staying faithful to our religion, and staying true to ourselves. Because you see some people after that fast, they go back to the very vices,
the old life,
the bad things that their religion preaches against. So I'd really advise that fasting or no fasting, holy season or no holy season, let's try to live a life worthy of emulation by good people. That's all I have to say.
I'm inspired.
Anyways, this is why we have Debbie on the show, ladies and gentlemen. Moving over to at the next trending video right now on the show. Please do watch this.
I can't wait to start living on my own so I can make every decision on my own.
Okay. Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Hello, mommy. Should I add the oil before the ingredients? Hello, mommy. I woke up and my right eye is red and swollen. What should I do? Hello, mommy. They said DM is 5,000.
God have
Hello,
mercy
Sashi,
upon us.
Hello, mommy. My car stopped running. Hello, mommy. What should I use for sore throat? Hello, mommy. Hello, mommy. Hello, mommy. Hello, mommy. Hello, mommy. I was calling you, no answer. I can't find my remote.
Oh my goodness. You know why I like this video is, I mean, it reminds me of the fact that, you know that period where you are so excited to want to stay alone as a person, right? And you think it's going to be easy until when you now leave the house, that you are buying pepper by yourself, you are buying your own food stuff yourself, you are footing your own bills, and it's a lot, actually. And I like the fact where she was calling her mom and the mom stopped speaking. So it means the mom has left her to face life since she has decided to go out there and, you know, do life herself. So I don't know what you guys have to say about this video.
I think the first thing I would say is that
Yeah.
once again, shout out to all our mothers.
Actually.
Like mothers are like nanny, washerwoman, chef, incubators, everything built in one. Medical provider, because shout out to them, because I really feel like they are not being appreciated enough.
Actually.
And their efforts sometimes, you know, go overlooked and sometimes unnoticed. Because just imagine, we never appreciate the value of the things we have until we lose it rather, until we've lost it. So you see them, whenever you're at home, all you just have to do is to walk into the kitchen, your food is waiting right for you in the kitchen. Just eat and maybe clear the dishes. By the time you get out of the house, you discover that even to make that food is not an easy something. You discover that, so you mean with 10,000 naira, I can just cook stew that will just last me for one day. Like you see things like that, and you wonder, how was this woman
doing it?
Breakfast, lunch, dinner, every day of the year, and you never hear these people complain. There's food for everyone. How do they manage this? Because cost of living won't buy the living. Let me just say it that way. So I really want to say big ups to our mothers.
All right.
Yes.
Oma?
For me, just like Deborah said, to be honest, watching this video, I'm reminded of a lot. Like I said, it's been an emotional week, so I'm still in my emotions. It makes me realize living alone and everything. Yeah, there are certain times you want to make certain decisions, and before you have to call mom and tell mommy, please, I want to do this, what do you have to say? But now you're on your own. Nobody to call.
You face whatever
So watching this video now, that's like Deborah said, nobody knows, most people don't know the value of what they have until they've lost it. Being a mother embodies a lot. It's just like the men that say, what do women bring to the table? Watching this video, you see that they bring a lot. Men just have to put in the baby in there and work hard and everything. But as kids, I expect all Nigerian youth to watch this video and see that if you have a mother who is alive, treasure her. That 1 billion you used to bury in her, please use it to celebrate her life now. Do all you have to do right now, because she's all you have got. She's that woman that put in so much for you to be where you are. Do you understand?
Can I chip in something?
Yes, love.
Okay, this reminds me of the post I saw Laura Ikedi put up on social media. She really spoke about the Rolls Royce you drive to your mom's, to the person's mom's burial, the money you spend for the burial, use it to appreciate the woman when she's alive. Because we really see a lot of people living large, but they forget their origin, they forget their sources. Their source. They forget the home which they came out from. They rather spend on their partners than spend on their mothers or their immediate family. So I'll just say, while we are living large, let's not forget to appreciate people.
Yes. Because we have people that celebrate their mom only online and those that celebrate both offline and online. Just like yesterday was Mothering Sunday, we have a lot of people that hardly talk about their mom. Flood the internet is Happy Mothering Day Sunday, mom. But if you go to their mom will say, this person really talked to me. Why don't you show that love to her now? Just like Paturanki said, show me love now that I'm alive, not when I am dead.
All right. Well said, ladies. Well said. Now we would actually dive into the stories we have that made rounds over the weekend and also today being the last day in March. And starting off this story is the one on Natasha Osawaru, who is actually the fiancée, so to say, to the popular music artist Two-Face Idibia. Honorable Natasha Osawaru, who is reportedly involved with singer Two-Face Idibia, has added Idibia to her name on her Instagram biography, or bio, if you would like to call it that. This change actually follows shortly after Two-Face's estranged wife, who is Idibia, reverted to her maiden name, Macaulay, on her social media. Now, people have started saying, maybe this is like a comeback. She's trying to like stamp her name, you know, to say, I am for Two-Face Idibia, and nobody would take me away from him. Ladies, I know you have a lot to say. Because looking at your faces, this involves a woman. So I want to hear what you have to say, basically.
The first thing I want to ask the honorable in question is, number one, who is dragging Two-Face with you? He's all yours. You can have him.
But it's more or less, you know, just people to like acknowledge that, oh, okay, this is the Honorable Natasha that is, you know, attached to Two-Face. So
I mean, sometimes you see people do some things and you question their choices, like, what was she thinking? Like, I really want to know the thought.
So, are you saying it's a bad thing for what she did?
To each his own. I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
All I'm just saying is that, yeah.
It is what it is.
Like, yeah, it is what it is. And for her to make that kind of decision, I wish I would, because Yorubas will say that the metric that was used to deal with the senior wife is being reserved in the backyard for the new incoming wife. So, yes. And I think we really need to dive into this. Why is it that women are so male-centric? Most Nigerian women, most African women, they are so male-centric. They believe that without marriage, there's something missing in their life. I think they really need to be sensitized about self-love and self-awareness. That a man should come into your life to complement your life and not fill a void. With or without a man, you should remain your true original self. A man, marriage should not be the sole definition of who you are. Because now, let's revert back to Blessing CEO and IVD. I think on social media, we saw what happened with IVD and his late wife, Bimbo, may God rest her soul. And there was a lot of alleged
stories,
hula baloo surrounding that marriage. And then, for someone you saw that left the earth in such tragic manner, you decided that is who you want to make your most prized possession. Like, this lady, Blessing, really went ahead to say, okay, out of all the men in the world, this is who I stand by. Bam, IVD.
Okay.
And it makes me wonder.
Okay.
Were you not love that home?
All right. So ladies, because of time, Oma, do you have something to say on this, actually? Okay. Please go ahead.
Nothing much. I just want to say, with what we've seen, I'm not surprised. It's just like when the discussion came up before the Natasha lady came into the picture, then she wasn't in the picture. I said something. I said, this is a time for Annie to reclaim her name and come back into our screens, into the big screen, because it was more like after she got married, everything went off. It's just like what most ladies do, just like Deborah said. Once a woman meets a man or gets into a relationship, it takes just the ones who are wise to keep on going on with their life and not just pause their life. Annie paused her life while she was in that marriage. Now the marriage is over, let her go on with her life. I already said it, that you see the fact that everybody is saying Two-Face this, Two-Face that. There is another woman sitting somewhere just to come in and take over that space. And just like I said it, yeah, we have it. So it's fine.
Okay, so there was possibly a loophole.
Yeah, so we are all here. We'll see the end of this.
Anyways,
just like Deborah said, like the Yoruba say, I stand with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll move over to the last story. This one talks about the American actress by name Viola Davis. She actually revealed via an interview that she initially misjudged Chadwick Boseman's behavior on the set of Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, which is actually a movie. She said she did not realize that he was privately battling stage 4 colon cancer, and she also recalled questioning the special care he received, including massages and meditative music, unaware that it was to manage his declining health. Now, I'm talking about Chadwick Boseman, who actually has passed away, unfortunately. So she's actually sharing an experience where she said she never knew that while she was on set with him, that he was actually battling cancer, you know, and it just brings to mind his beautiful character in that movie Black Panther and a lot of stuff actually. And I also felt emotional when I was reading this story because I'm imagining how she would have felt as at that time, because she said she almost misjudged him, you know. For somebody who, you probably were like, I mean, even most of us misjudged him as well when we started seeing his pictures of how he was looking all lean and emaciated and all of that. A lot of persons actually, you know, misjudged him. But I don't know if you have anything to say as regards the story.
I have a lot to say regarding the story, but I'll keep it brief.
Okay.
For the purpose of timing.
Yeah.
So I've always said in our subsequent previous episodes rather that people should try to be kind with their words when they see people. Like, you don't just see people and you body shame like, why is she adding so much weight? Oh, why is she losing so much weight? Why is she looking this way? Yeah. Because you really don't know what they are going through behind closed doors rather. Yeah. This made me remember Kemi Afolayan. At the time she's a Yoruba actress, a Nollywood actress. At the time she was not on our screens. And when people saw her, they took some unflattering images of her, and she was looking all bloated up, and people started saying a lot of mean things about her. Like when these people, once they get attain small fame, they go taking drugs to just add weight, to have the BBL structure, body structure, not knowing that she was dealing with lupus. That was my first time learning about that ailment, lupus. And people judged her rashly on social media. And not just her, we've seen a lot of times that just imagine Annie Idibia on the Young, Famous and African show, the reality TV show. People were talking a lot about her mannerism. Just look at what came out now, that she had been going through a lot behind closed doors. So before we judge people, I really like people to take their time and be kind. That's what you think. That's your thoughts.
Keep it to yourself.
Keep it to yourself.
Actually.
Apply emotional intelligence in dealing with other people. When you see people, whether they've added weight, whether they've lost weight, keep it to yourself. All right,
let's move on right now to Omar. Omar.
Let me brief.
Okay. So, do you want to say something?
To be honest,
yeah.
Whenever I remember this young man, I'm always emotional. Why? Because he was such a great light. And it makes me realize that when you're seated with people, show concern. Sometimes you don't have to tell them why you like this. It made me remember somebody in the bus when I was coming to work one time, around last week. Yeah. The guy just started gasping for air, like started speaking somehow. And the lady beside him was like, "Driver, stop. I want to come down. Driver, stop." And the guy felt embarrassed. He kept tapping on his leg. You could see he was struggling to calm himself down. Then when the guy came down, we had to start. The driver was like, "I should come in, let's go." I said, "Hold on. Are you okay? Is he a medical illness?" The guy was like, "Yes, he's even going to the hospital." We dropped him in front of a hospital in front of Lekki, and he entered. Why am I saying this? When you see people go through certain things, you don't have to be judgmental. You don't have to feel like you are irritated or certain things. Yeah, they might do. Yeah, make it obvious. You might not want to talk about it. You might feel like, okay, you are allergic to something. You can just walk away. You don't have to show it to your face. You don't have to be unnice with your words. Just be kind. I think in all of this, it speaks of be kind to people, no matter what you see. There are people that are going through a lot and they just don't want to share. Do you understand? Let's just be kind.
All right,
that's
interesting. All. Thank you so much. That was actually, you almost made me emotional. But anyways, let's not go there.
So I have a quote that I want to add to that.
Okay, because of
time. So this quote
though.
is from the novel A Little Life, Aya Yangiara. It states that, and thus I try to be kind to everything I see, because in everything I see you. So let's just strive for kindness all time. Yes, let's strive to be kind at all times, because you do not know what the next person is going through behind closed doors.
All right,
All
ladies.
that we can do in this life is be kind. It's for free.
All right.
Yes, and please don't take
Yes.
kindness for granted. That
Yes.
some people just want to be kind. Don't see it as them doing too much, because I realize that most people want to keep their kindness because they don't want to be seen as doing too much. If you notice somebody is kind, please allow them to be kind. Don't feel like they are doing too much. Don't make them feel otherwise.
All right, thank
you very much.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you very, very much. That was really very heartwarming, if I'll put it that way. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have to go on a break right now. But this break we're going on, we decided to actually do something very beautiful on the show. And this is specifically for Muslim brothers and sisters out there. We actually had a correspondent who went on the street to speak to, a lot of Muslim brothers and sisters out there. And we'd like you to actually watch this particular video. And when we come back, please also know that we have an interview. We'll be speaking to a particular guest here who will be telling us about their brand and also their products. So enjoy this particular voice pop, and we'll be right back.
One of the fascinating moments I've had throughout this Ramadan was, I think, when I woke up late for Sahur and I could not prepare anything to eat to fast for the whole day. And I had to go hungry. I had to stay like that throughout the whole day. I didn't take anything till 7 o'clock.
My fascinating moment in this Ramadan is when I overslept. It's not that I kind of overslept, but I could not wake up for my tahajjud. Okay, I'm alone. So I don't have done much time to complete the work as I'm supposed to.
I would say that one of the most fascinating moments would be particularly the last 10 days of the last 10 days require a lot of intentionality and putting in your efforts to ensure that you catch the most, we say the precious day that is more than 1,000 day, which is the Latin culture. The Latin culture is one of the nights that not only worship, we also say forth our prayers, our duas, and we believe that it is answered by Allah.
Sharing meals for people, that's the most fascinating, being able to coordinate, and it was very, very stressful, but I was surprised that I could actually pull everything through, so that's the most fascinating memory I have in this Ramadan.
That would be the sahur. Reason, the fact that I have to anticipate, the fact that I don't want to sleep off, and there's this thing about waking up, trying to connect with your God. It's so fascinating, and I like it. Okay, to be a fruit. Yeah, a fruit. I don't have watermelon. Everything about it is sweet.
My most fascinating moment during Ramadan is actually when I'm preparing iftar meals. After fasting for the whole day and we are getting close to iftar, I still have to put myself together to prepare something nice for my family. So that's actually a fascinating moment. And the fact that even while cooking the food, I'm not tempted to just break my fast and all that. At some point my husband was like, women are 8 blocks engines and men are just 4 blocks, because around that time you are drained, you are tired, you are exhausted, you are just waiting to break your fast. But we, the women of the home, we have to actually get into the kitchen and something nice together for the family. So that's a fascinating moment for me.
It was when I met up with my sisters and we had joint account together. We had to sleep over in the same house. We spoke about how life has been dealing with us and how we've been growing and how everything has been going and how we reflected about our life and the way forward and everything. So that was kind of the highlight
from morning till the time we break, it's very, very painful. But don't say we know what we're asking for, so for it to happen, we have to deprive our flesh to understand, so God can.
Fascinating moment. There was a night I was reading, so I decided to just read a little and then wake up in the midnight to eat sahur for fasting. But I realized that I slept, so I woke up at the time around 2, and that's not the time for sahur. There's still more time, so I decided to eat at the time. So unknowingly I planned to wake up, but on a lucky day I did not wake up. So it was that meal that I ate at that time that I used to fast.
The fact that it's a golden opportunity and everyone is always up and doing and they just want to get as many reward as they can, but they know that it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. So if you're alive to witness it, it's huge opportunity, a golden opportunity, as I say.
First 7 days, because I was in my house, my family, and we fasted together, we ate sahur together, and iftar together. So that's the most fascinating time during Ramadan.
So the meal I would like to break my fast with that will resonate with my personality is actually jollof rice and plantain with turkey or swallow. So that's
my bro, I come from a place where anything you see is actually food. But just give me like something that will be special. Just give me pounded yam, egusi with turkey, chicken, meat, very because we are already in the last days of Ramadan. Do you understand? You know now, so like that vibe of eating a lot, killing koso poor baby. So and that's it for me.
Regarding food for iftar, I'm not really a picky person, so my personality does not call for choosing any kind of food. Anything goes.
I want to choose rice and beans and stew, maybe eggs also, fish sauce, anything of sauce. That's because I can be everything. I can be like rice on some occasion. I can be like this on some occasion. So I am a very versatile person. I have different personality depending on the kind of situation I find myself. So that's it.
If I'm to choose a food, I'll choose amala and ewedu. Why is that? It's not something hard, like usually since morning to that time, so there's no need to eat something hard. That it will just be going slippery your message inside my stomach, and to just be like with the meat and all those kind of.
I'll start with as a Muslim we broke his fruits, and I prefer to do it in Sunnah, following the Prophet Moses. He used to break with dates. So I also like to break with dates. So concerning food, I'll just rather take a light food, like rice, spaghetti, just light food though, because I'm not a fan of heavy food.
One of the best meal I would choose that resonates with my personality. I can say, let me just say rice and chicken or something like that. I don't know, I have this kind of I have this kind of desire to always eat rice and chicken. I don't really know why it's actually like resonates with my personality, but I just kind of like it.
I'll say pepper soup, I guess. I mean, pepper soup is always spicy and not spicy. Thank you. Bye.
It's going to be a meal with less carbohydrates, protein, and plenty of vegetables. Just a small portion of rice, plenty of vegetables, carrots, cabbage put together, then chicken. That would just be a perfect meal for me. Then plenty of warm water to my fast.
Simple meal, which is papa or akara, and with a mixture of some protein like milk. So I think that because it's not something I take often and it doesn't need a lot of processing before I can get them in this month. So I think it's not something I eat often, and I just like I would love to go for papa and akara.
So I would say it has to be something very creative, not boring, something that is very catchy. So I would say there has to be maybe dirty, maybe pancakes, all those interesting English breakfast and all of those things. When you're having it with like a smoothie to go with it. It's just something very interesting, so it's not boring.
All right, interesting takes, interesting opinions there from most of them are actually students, and I think I really enjoyed what they had to say. And just to do a little brief on what you heard, we had to ask them their fascinating moment during the Ramadan, and also if they were to choose a particular meal that they will break their fast with. I think they call that iftar, right? What meal would that be that resonates with their personality? And some of them said amala because it could go easily, and somebody even said his own fascinating moment was when she overslept and couldn't cook in the morning to begin the fast with, right? And she had to stay all through that day without food, and unfortunately that was like an unfortunate situation for her. But I hope you actually enjoyed that particular one, even though I will still apologize for the technical issues that we face, but we'll definitely do better. All right, and right now we would like you to actually stay glued because we have our guests present here already, and we'll just go on a music break, and when we come back we'll be speaking to our guests. Welcome back. That was a beautiful song there from Joe Boy, Taxi Driver. I actually hope you enjoyed that. Right now, I told you earlier that we have a guest, and we're doing an introduction right now. We have the amazing people from Lasu magazine. They are here present with us to talk about their product and also tell us a little about the brand as well. And so, moving over to my right-hand side, I have the beautiful representative from Lasu magazine. How are you doing this morning?
I'm very much fine. Thank you very much. How about you?
I'm very fine as well. Thank you for asking.
He's looking all fly.
Yeah, I like the whole style and all. But do tell us your name. Actually, what's your name and, yeah.
Okay, good morning, everybody. I am Barua Kwamolayemi, popularly known as multi-talented Yemi from Lagos State University.
Wow.
And I'm representing Lasu here on the show.
Interesting. You know one thing I like about you? As you're talking, I like the fact that I'm seeing your dimple. Well, it's cool, actually. So I will be talking about your magazine, right, which is about to be released, So please do tell us a little about what the magazine is about.
Okay, Lasu is a magazine mainly for students. What I mean mainly for students is that we thought of it that, okay, outside there are magazines for people all over. There are some that the students can't afford to have. Then we thought of it that, okay, there are rising artists, there are models, there are people with great visions in the university. What about we create a magazine for them, whereby we put it out there, the student can get it at affordable prices, and people out there can also know that, okay, there's a rising star from this particular place. Okay, this person is good at doing what she does. This person can cook well. This person is a fashion enthusiast and all of that.
Yeah, so I think that will bring me to my next question. I really love what you've said there, that, there's a magazine out there that the students might not be able to afford.
Yeah.
So that's why you came up with Lasu magazine to meet the needs of students.
Yeah.
Yes. So I now want to ask, what kind of content do you feature on this magazine? What
Okay.
kind of content from students?
For Lasu here, it's a mixture of articles. We have features, we have interviews, we have profile, we have fashion detail, we have top 5 Lasu artists, we have people that models, we have a page for them, we have rising stars, we have top stars of Lasu, we have a page for them.
Okay, so I would like to ask this question. Since already the magazine will be centered around some of the people or personalities surrounded in Lasu, right? Would there be any space, if I put it that way, where you probably talk about some of the scenarios happening in Lasu, and would that also involve that, or is it just specifically for those in the professional field like artists and the rest of them as well?
Okay, the purpose of every magazine, it's not only Lasu we have here. We have other a magazine focusing on soft news and ad news, and we have the ad news aspect. But Lasu basically, we are the entertainment part. We don't deal with ad news. We basically are the entertainment edge, because they feel like dividing the students of the faculty into 3 divisions will really make sense. Why don't some people try out ad news, some people try out soft news, some people try out both of them together. Let's see how well you can do with what we've been teaching you.
So when we say soft news and ad news, it's quite a lingua that I'm sure some of our viewers at home might not be accustomed to. So can you further explain what you mean by soft and ad news?
For soft news, we talk about entertainment, we talk about lifestyle, we talk about food. All these basic things that interest everybody. For ad news, we talk about breaking news, what's happening in politics, all of that.
Okay, so I think it's now you now explained what I actually, because you said before that it will be centered only on entertainment. Well, so it's more like there will be a section where you'll be talking about breaking news.
That's the ad news aspect.
Yeah.
No, I said for Lasu we are basically soft news.
Okay.
Entertainment.
But you have another.
Yeah, there's another magazine.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That has both ad news and soft news.
Okay, so let's focus on you. Let's want to know about the entertainment. So give us the tea. What kind of entertainment news do you? And you've told us top 4. You've told us about Rising Star. You've told us about you've told us about model, fashion enthusiasts. But just give us some inside information. Let's hear it. Let's have it.
Okay. I think we like to put the people on scale of what's going to happen, but I can just give you a little bit of...
No problem. You are the platform that can actually help you, with that, so go ahead.
Okay, so like I said earlier, I said top 5 Lasu artists. Yes,
Okay.
this is where we critically check every of the artists in the school. Okay, we read them. Which one of you is the best?
What criteria are you using?
Okay, we check based on how well can you present your music and the audience really wants it. Because it's not based on our decision, it's based on the people you are giving the music to. How well do they want the music? When people see your music, are they like, oh, it's not really good? When people hear your music, they don't want to like, I want it all the way, because if it's based on our decision, we might select some people that we are not supposed to select. Then at the end of the day, people are not really interested. They feel like, oh, it's not really good, it's not factual, what we are doing is not good.
Okay, so I'm really concerned, right? Since Lasu Pulse magazine, right, would most importantly be centering around artists or entertainers in Lasu. So are you saying that there is no possibility that anybody who is not in Lasu cannot want to, or is there like a room for anybody who is not a Lasu student or a Lasu official to want to play part?
Like I said earlier, it's for Lasu students, for the Faculty of Communication and Media Studies students. So if you are a Lasu official, if you are part of the Lasu environment, then you can actually publish a news about you. But if you're outside Lasu, we can't do that, because we believe that the news is centered around Lasu. We want the people to be aware of what's happening around Lasu. We want you to know about Lasu.
Okay, interesting.
I really hope you consider
Interesting. I mean, because you can't tell if I want to like increase my popularity, I might want to like put myself on your magazine. So who knows?
You can get a space. You can get a space.
Okay, I can get a space.
We don't have to take jump, so it can be featured.
No, but I want us to actually answer this. You just said now that you are specifically focused on Lasu students who might be entertainers and whatever craft they actually pursue, right? So would they likely later in future be because you just have to like acknowledge every other person who is not a Lasu student as well, because they might also be interested. So maybe you should actually consider that too.
I think for now, it's not that we are like segregating or taking out people. The main reason is that we've not covered enough of Lasu.
Okay.
We've not covered enough of Ojo. We've not covered the rest of Lasu Ikeja, Lasu Ekpe campus. We need to cover around everything. Okay. Not everyone has the full details of Lasu Ekpe, Lasu Ikeja, Lasu Ojo. So we want you to know. I don't know, maybe later in the future when we finish covering everywhere of Lasu, we can start moving out.
Okay. All right. I think I like this. It just is giving this vibe of wanting to promote and make students especially acknowledge some of the things that are happening in the school environment and all of that, right? Very interesting, actually.
Yes, I think I like that.
Yeah, so I would like to ask, because, even as students or as Lasu officials, they would have expectation if they have to say, okay, I want my name, or I want you to talk about myself or what I do. They have expectation. So they want to know, what will I be benefiting if I do so and so on your magazine? So I'd like you to speak on the benefits. What would people expect?
Okay, is it the advertisement app?
Yes, if they have to advertise on your magazine, what would be their expectation?
Okay, so there are various ways for specific people, because we thought of it that not everybody can afford probably full page or half page. So there's a quarter page too. The full page is 100K, half page 50,000, then quarter page 25,000 for brand owners, so they can visibly get it. So for them is that the magazine publication is yearly, and there's always over 400 copies. Basically, we put them out on convocation ceremony. But it's not only Lasu students that are around. We have parents, we have families, well-wishers that are coming to celebrate with the people convocating on that day. So they can just say, okay, what's this? About the school? There are some parents that there's a thing called digital divide. Not everybody has access to digital devices. Not everybody has access to it. And they're just seeing the people, so there's this kind of place at Lasu. I don't know, because some people have some weird impression about, it's not even Lasu, some university that, this university is this or that. It promotes their patient. For brand owners, you can just see it and you don't know what's on your mind. You just see this brand and like, oh, this brand is actually here. This brand is affordable. This brand rather, we can reach out to them. They're even nearby. What if I want to get things for surprise packaging? Now, what if I want to surprise my child? Or I don't need to come all the way down from Ekiti. I can just reach out to this particular brand. It just exposes the brand to various people from various places.
That brings me to my next question. Do you have a social media platform or online community?
Yeah.
If you do, please kindly share with our viewers.
Okay, we actually do. We have a social media account. Basically, we are very active on Instagram because that's our targeted audience now for the students. That's where they're based on. So we've been posting some of our interviews, with the Vice Chancellor of Lagos State University. We also posted it there. And some of the artists, we posted some things you'll be expecting on the page. So it's not just that you are appealing to a random magazine for advertisement. You're appealing to a magazine that you know, okay, it's getting to this place. It's going to help me reach out to 400 people at once. I don't need to walk up to people and 400 people. There's no way you want to walk up to 400 people in the week and start telling them about your brand. You'll be tired. But just when you are reaching out to 400 people, just that convocation ceremony, you've reached out to 400 people. How amazing would that be?
Interesting. So just to add, right, I'm also more concerned. You mentioned about the publication of the magazine. So just so you know, right, that the magazine is not yet released. It will be released soon, right? We want you to actually note that. So you mentioned that the magazine will be published yearly. Now, if, for instance, I'm paying 100K for whatever space you mentioned, a full page, right? Yeah. So does that cover the one full year? So am I going to likely, every convocation that happens for that whole year, it means my picture will be, or whatever article you write about me will be there?
No, it's you know, editorial board changes. Okay, I'm part of the editorial team now. Okay. The next sets, I won't be part because other people will be taking over. Like I said, it's like a way to like let the students know what they are doing, what they've been taught. Okay, now put it into practical. Okay, what you've been taught, put it into practical. So I can't just be there standing there. So if you're paying for advertisement to our team now, you have to pay for the next year publication. Okay. You have to pay for a space. The space that you're getting this year only covers for this year. Okay. You need to renew your space.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. I get that. Okay, so is there like, you only mentioned your social media handle. Is there like a number in case someone have to call? I don't know if it's a number, I mean, just to be on the security side, a number that's specifically for just that purpose, that they could call and get information and all of that. Or you could also do that on social media, but is there a number? Actually?
Yes, there's a number for it.
Please, can you let them
know? You can kindly call or text on WhatsApp 070 17 80 60 87. I repeat, 070 17 80 60 87. Thank you.
Interesting. So before we let you go, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it from the representative from Lasu. They are actually going to be releasing the Lasu Pulse magazine. Is what you can actually see on your screen right now. So look out for that one. And if you're a student of Lasu, this is actually more of a broadcast to you, so that you know that if you're an artist, you are somebody who is very passionate about what you do, and you need that publicity and visibility for yourself, then I think you should actually, reach out to them and put that your fine face and your fine craft on their magazine, which will be released soon. And I want to believe that, the world will be waiting to hear more about you. Well, I wanted to say the Lasu community, but I mean, from the Lasu community, you could enter into the world. Who knows? Yeah. I mean, I know about a lot of Lasu music artists who started from Lasu. I think, I don't know if Belash Moda, right? He started from making some of these videos, attending some of the campus events, and that was how he blew up. So who knows? Yeah.
The next Belash Moda.
So is there any other thing you'd like to say, that could create a little bit of confidence for anybody who would like to,
Okay.
You could also mention that catalog again, the amounts that you mentioned earlier. Just
okay. For many of us, we think that paying these amounts, I'm not really sure. They're not really sure of what to do. There's an assurance because the publication comes in every convocation, and it will be so that we have a circulation department that circulates it, that makes sure that copies all those copies go out because we can't eat the copies, so we need to display it to the public. We need to display it for sale to the public. So they ensure that every of your publication, okay, we are posting your image on the magazine. Yeah. So there's a space that as every time we're asking for your graphics, we specifically ask for your contact, the contact that is going, because most issues now is that some people drop probably contact that is mainly for WhatsApp. Okay. I suggest that we don't do that because some people might not really like the aspect of WhatsApp. They prefer calling. So some people say, oh, that's not their calling line, that's their WhatsApp line. Many people don't have the patience to, maybe they see it, I just want to type the number and just call the person, I want to be sure. So they're not really sure that once they type it and the number is not going, they're like, I'm not sure this brand is active. So we employ everybody to like drop an active WhatsApp number and also a calling line. Okay. That immediately our audience are seeing it, they can actually reach out to you with immediate effect, not that they are calling twice. I mean, if I want to get something, I have to call you 3 times and you are not picking up. Yeah. That means you are not like, there's this level of, like, I don't even want to give my business to you because I'll be very skeptical about it. So I just implore everybody that will be getting a space for Lasu Pulse. Yes, Lasu Pulse is one of the biggest entertainment magazine in Lagos State University and Faculty of Communication and Media Studies. Okay. So for catalog, yes, we have 100,000 for a full page. We have 50,000 naira for half a page. Then we have 25,000 naira for quarter page.
Interesting. All right, thank you so much. So you just heard from the representative for Lasu Pulse magazine, which will be released soon. And like I said, please make sure you actually try it. Reach out to them. I would like you to actually call out that number one more time. Just one more time, actually.
Okay. For the number 070 17 80 60 87. 070 17 80 60 87.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And just to mention, you know, when you talked about having not to like people not picking up calls and all, is one of the problems we have with Nigerian businesses. That we have to actually be very, very, you know, you call a particular line for a business and they are unreachable. Now, I'm saying this because this also pertains to you as the brand. If somebody is calling to say, oh, we need this space on your magazine and your number is not reachable, it's also a dent on, you know, your brand. So I want to believe you will correct that, you know, work on that so that it doesn't happen. I'm just saying. All right. Thank you so much. It's been an amazing time hearing from you, you know, telling us. I started feeling like a student again because it's as if I should now go back to Lasu and, you know, start. But all the same, I had a very nice conversation, and I believe also Debbie, my co-host, actually had a nice time with you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. All right, viewers, it's been an amazing time here on Tea Time. I hope you actually enjoyed every single content. We started off with trending videos, gave you some gist, and also you heard from those who spoke about the Ramadan special and all of that. It's been a nice time here with you all. Thank you so much to my very beautiful co-hosts, Omar and also Debbie. And we'll be joining you again another time here on the platform, which is even tomorrow. So yes, make sure you stay glued to this particular platform, which is PlusTvAfrica, channel 408 on DSTV. And before I actually go, please do not forget that you could actually still give us your opinion and also comment on our content on YouTube by subscribing to PlusTvAfrica Lifestyle. We would like to actually hear from you and, you know, get to hear what you have to say to us. So thank you so much, and do have a very wonderful holiday because this is like the exciting time. For we don't have an holiday, so maybe I'll just go to the bed right now and sleep, who knows, but have a wonderful Monday and do stay safe.